Orange.
Oh. Did you already know that?
I don't know. I think I read somewhere orange. On the thing.
Because when you said it, I was like, that makes sense. Oh, and melocotón. So this has peach in it, right?
Peach. All right.
Okay, then read the other. Peach, pepper, ghost pepper. Naga pepper is ghost pepper? Because it says Naga pepper brackets ghost. Wine, vinegar, lemon juice. Ooh, mezcal. I could taste maybe a little bit of mezcal there. That's what gives it like the smoky. No? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, you don't know what mezcal is? No. It's like a drink in Mexico. It's like similar to tequila but different. It's more smoky. You know why? You're not a tequila fan?
No, the thing is, I already see the Mexican community invaded this place and chopped me to death. You chop me up like chop.
Oh, here in the shop.
The shop, and you don't know what mezcal is. Chop.
Yeah, you gotta go to I'm gonna tell you where to go. Another shout out, La Campechana.
Okay.
Mexican restaurant in Poblano. Shout out to Donnie. He's the waiter there. And I
I
go
want some
there.
cash for this thing. Yeah. What fun?
I go there so much that I'm on like a first name basis with them. And actually, I'm going there tonight.
Sweet.
And he's so nice because I always call him and like, hey Donnie, can you give me a table for like 15 people? And he's like, I got you.
So that's a Mexican
Even though it's
restaurant?
very busy. Yes, it's a Mexican restaurant. It's kind of new. It opened like spring this year.
Wait, what's the name of the...
It's La Campechana.
Okay.
It's in Poblano,
All right.
right off the Ramblas de Poblano, and they're also a mezcaleria. So, Johnny can tell you which mezcals to try out, and they even make like instead of margaritas, mezcalitas. Yeah, very yummy. So you like tequila?
I like getting drunk sometimes. Is that right to say?
Of course. I mean, what's wrong?
You know what? So let's do following. All right, tonight you're going there with your husband and everything, but we're gonna go together sometime.
Okay.
And you introduce me to the guy. No, we're gonna make like a little thing.
Okay.
With
Sure.
Spicy HONNEYS there, like
we take some
record.
of our own hot sauces as well. And what I really like about it is like, okay, so I hate when you go to a Mexican restaurant or any kind of restaurant where the sauces should just be easily available, when they're like, you have to choose one sauce, or like they're like, that sauce is missing right now from the lineup. Somebody else is using it at a different table.
No.
What I like about this place is they already give you a platter with all the sauces put, and the waiters are always coming and checking and be like, "Ooh, looks like the green one's kind of finished. Let me top it up."
That's what I'm talking about.
And they do it from least spicy to most spicy. So the least spicy is like just some onion, like marmalade kind of thing, and it's super tasty as well. But if you don't eat spicy, you can eat that. And then they have like the red sauce, which is like, so tip, don't put the sauce directly on top, but you kind of like take it and you just like go like that so that just a few sprinkles come on it and you eat it. Because yeah, don't be too brave when you go in with that one.
All right.
So you gotta be careful with the Mexicans, huh? Because I mean, Pakistani is
Depends
spicy,
what
but
you're
like
talking
Mexican
about.
spicy is like another level.
It sounds like a Mexico cartel right now. They got me taking
They'll kill ya.
Mexican cartel.
But it's my favorite Mexican place in Barcelona.
Cool.
And I love Mexican food.
Awesome.
So,
We're gonna make a
it's
video.
really nice.
I'm gonna take you with me. I mean,
Okay.
you're gonna take me there,
Okay.
and we make a video.
We make a video. Campechana. We're coming for you.
Sweet.
We read the ingredients on this, right?
Yes.
How did we start talking about Mexico?
Mezcal.
Mezcal! Because of the ingredients, yes.
See?
So you should be, and then we have to go and try some mezcal there. But in Barcelona, there are a lot, you can see how much I talk, that's why I'm like perfect for having a
That's
podcast. You gotta go try mezcal, man. It's like tequila, I think it's better than tequila. I like it more than tequila. Like, you know, with tequila, I'm like, oh, I just need to take the shot and like, I'm just doing it to get drunk. Like with mezcal, it's like, you don't take, you drink it, you kind of savor it, it's kind of smoky, it's super nice. Wow, it seems that our mezcal sauce here is hitting you a bit.
Well, I mean, I can feel a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But I can take more, yeah.
I do feel also like my nose is starting, but my nose is very sensitive. It's the first to always go, but I feel good.
Yeah, I saw you while I was looking that direction. I saw the corner of my eye. You're like sticking your finger on each side and sticking up your nose.
Sticking it up my
You're
nose.
so fast.
That's my thing. Yeah. Actually, no, I will like. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Go for it.
This one here. Oh, I already know what's inside.
Oh, you do? Oh, I know too. Strawberries.
No, what are you
Texas.
saying?
Oh, sorry.
They
But we
should
both
guess
knew
it.
how will they guess? They're not trying it.
Yeah, but they can feel our presence
Oh, okay, yeah.
and our breath. Cool. All right. So, well.
Maybe here, because this hasn't been contaminated.
Hey, like this works, right?
Oh, that's better, yeah. Tip. Pound it out. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
I'm gonna do both sides so that it gets really.
And I know what you.
Oh, let me smell.
Where you want to get?
Whoa, you can smell the strawberries. It smells like sweet but tasty. And this one made me salivate, so I think I'm gonna like it.
Strawberry, huh?
Wow, you can really taste the strawberries in this one. I like this one.
But this is the one for cheese, right? Or what do you think?
Okay, yes, I think it could go well with the cheese. Yes, because we have a little bit of fruit with cheese. Very good call. Okay, should I make us little? Do you want a bread also?
Yeah, I wanna. One of the specials.
I want the special. Good. Nice. Yeah, very good call. I'm excited to try it with the cheese.
And you said your husband is Italian. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Where did you guys meet?
In Amsterdam, with
Oh.
students. Yeah, at a club. Well, actually, we had a mutual friend though that took us to the club.
Just sound like a 50 Cent.
Yeah, it was find me in the club. I had a childhood friend from Pakistan who is half Dutch, half Pakistani, and then for college he went to the Netherlands, and
Okay.
Thomas was like in the same class as him, or not even the same class. I think my friend was like Thomas's orientation leader. You know when you like come to college and then there's like a student buddy or something. I think that was his buddy. Thank you. I think.
Yes, no.
Okay, no. Okay. This much. And Thomas became obsessed with Pakistani food through my friend.
Oh,
So by the time I met Thomas, like, I was like, yes, can eat spicy. Yes, loves Pakistani food. Yes, knows a lot about my culture. Yes. So, and then Italians, I feel like, is a good mix. Pakistanis and Italians. It's actually a very popular combination.
It's a popular.
Yeah, because I think we have like so much of the same political fuck ups, like corruption, all this. I feel like Italy is still a bit. Oh, we're going for it.
I'm sorry, I didn't smell it before.
Oh, I don't know, put a lot. You wanted me to cry.
Of course.
Ooh, it's tasty though. It's tasty. So I like the strawberries, but there's something that's like very acidic in it that maybe I'm not a fan of. Because I like vinegary acidity, but like I feel like this one is very acidic. So there's something I really like about it, but then there's something that I'm like, I don't know.
Throws you off?
Yeah.
I like it.
But I think Thomas, actually my husband, he would like this one a lot.
Sweet. And he likes hot sauce.
He loves hot sauce, he loves spicy food. He can eat way more spicy food than me.
Is that right?
Yeah, we'll be eating like Pakistani food, which is already so spicy. I'll have like tears in my eyes. And he'll like chop up some extra green chilies and put them on the side. And
yeah, because I met him. I met him, right?
Oh, you're going for it again.
So it's like a how to say that? Really, he doesn't talk much, right? He's like quiet.
He's the opposite of me. Yeah.
It's like more observant. It's like
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, he always takes a deep breath. I always forget to breathe. Yeah, but his spice stuff was very good, and I am so freaking lucky. Like every day, I thank the fire gods or whoever's out there that I don't cook at all, It's just I love cleaning and organizing, and he cooks, so we're kind of like have a perfect combination going. But that was by chance. I've never cooked, and then I met him. Not only is he Italian and makes incredible pastas, like he loves it. That's like that. I'm so lucky. It's like that's how he unwinds at the end of the day. Like for me, cooking would be like, fuck, like so stressful, and I would just make something just so that I could feed myself. And he is like at the end of a long day, even if we're traveling, like now we prefer to be in Airbnbs because he's like after a few days he's like, I just really feel like cooking. Like it's his me time. He like puts on a little bit of music and he just
You're
like
lucky,
cooks.
girl,
Yeah,
man.
I'm so freaking lucky. And then I just get like these plates of amazing pasta. Yeah, so I'm so lucky. But the other thing is, I'm even luckier because not only does he make Italian food, he makes the best Pakistani food. Like, it's insane. So he's like the one who calls my aunties and stuff and asks them like, hey, how did you make that okra again? Or how did you make that aloo keema? How did you make
when he
biryani?
called, he even speaks with the Pakistani accent.
Yeah. He does sometimes have a Pakistani accent, actually. He also changes his accent around. And he just like, and he just gets it. Like sometimes people even just try it. Like he has, you know, some people have that skill. They just like try something and they're like, I know how to make it. I'm going to figure it out, you know? So
Crazy.
I get it, all this amazing Pakistani food. And sometimes, in fact, he makes it so spicy that I get angry with him because I'm like, dude, this is too spicy for me. Like, I can't handle it. And my stomach can't handle it. And he'll be like chopping extra green chilies
Crazy.
and putting it on the side. Yeah.
Because my wife is not that lucky because I don't cook and I don't like cleaning up.
You don't like either? You got to be good at least one of them.
I have other strengths.
Okay. Okay.
It's cooking.
I hope you're really good at that then.
What about with that?
Whatever your strength is. Well, you Brazilians are known for those strengths, so I feel like
Yeah.
I guess you do.
I don't know if I
that.
should get red in the face or. Sweet.
Okay,
Awesome.
that was definitely kicked it up a notch.
Definitely.
Yeah. But also, that spices in the mouth, it wasn't a full body experience. I don't know if I want a full body experience, but just putting it out there, you can handle it, I think. If you're like, oh, how spicy is it? Like, you can handle it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for people who are not used
Like Marcos.
like that.
Marcos
dude,
can't handle
like
it.
that
Yeah.
dude over there. Maybe it's gonna be like, but for us,
It's fine.
it's fine. It's
Yeah.
the thing about the sauce. They are really tasty, right? They are.
Yeah. Dude, this was insane that you can taste the strawberries. So, like, you taste it and you would 100% guess that there's strawberries in it.
With cheese, I say this one with cheese.
With cheese, yeah, really good. You went double on that, yeah.
Awesome. Are you ready for the
Mmm.
for the killer?
Dun, 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 dun. Wow, let's check it out. So we got a little dragon here. Serpiente Negra. Okay.
Hey, your.
My accent is good. Yeah.
good, yeah.
That's what my Spanish teacher says. He's like, Noor, already your accent is good. So he's like, that's half the work. Because he's like, he has so many American students
Oh, forget about it.
that they speak fluent Spanish now, but they sound like super American, you know?
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't matter which language.
Serpiente Negra, you know?
Yeah, Americans. It doesn't matter. Even if Americans learn Canadian English, they're gonna speak, even Canadian, they're gonna speak with an American accent.
Oh my god. Ooh, are you want to pop this? You pop it.
You don't want to break your nail.
Oh no, I was just like giving you the honor.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other thing. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's important. Yeah.
But I think my accent is because in Urdu as well, when we speak in Pakistan, we use all the R's and all of that like very strong.
Well,
you know?
may I say something really? I would say that not very polite and not very convenient and not very
Controversial. Yeah.
controversial.
Go for it.
It's so in my ears, these languages sound kind of weird, man.
Yeah. Well, Portuguese is also super weird. Oh,
Portuguese
sure,
for
but-
Portugal is weird.
No, you guys are also. I mean, I think it's actually really sexy, like Brazilian Portuguese.
Yes.
It is sexy.
Anybody out there? You hear that, girls?
Everybody knows that. Brazilian Portuguese is very sexy. Honestly, I can't tell so much of a difference between the regular.
can't?
I don't know. I can maybe just tell the difference by the person who's delivering it, because Brazilians are so like, so you know, then you're like, oh, that person's Brazilian and not Portuguese. But so it sounds sexy, but it's weird. It's like a very you know, like it's weird, but good weird.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, also, I have to say one thing in defense of Urdu. So, most of the Pakistanis that live here in Barcelona, they speak Punjabi.
Oh, okay.
And Punjabi is a very like very in your face, loud. Yeah.
How do you say? How do you do that?
Punjabi?
No, this So
that's very different, and even for us back home, like so my family is Punjabi and stuff, but because we grew up in the city, we don't speak Punjabi. Like I can understand it and everything, but we speak Urdu, and Urdu is actually very famous for being it's the language of the poets. So even if you ask an Indian person, Indians and Pakistanis don't generally like each other. You know, we have like this little. I mean, the people of India and Pakistan are fine, but like politically and stuff, we hate each other.
Let me understand thing. I mean, Pakistan and India, they're almost like they were the same country.
They were the same country, yeah.
Decades ago, or
like 70-something years ago. Yeah, super. To give you some context, it's not that
I was
old.
about to say something, but if I do, I have to add it out. So.
Okay, let's not go there.
Going to add it anyway.
Yeah. We can do that behind the scenes. But yeah, so we were the same country, and then it was the British, thank you, who came and created all these problems, and then we it was kind of decided for us that we split into two countries. But so we have a lot of like political rivalries and stuff, but the people, like when I'm abroad, I'm most connected to other Indians or like other Indians because we have the same language, we eat the same food, we have the same culture, we have the same traditions, and we watch the same movies, we listen to the same music. So when we're abroad, all of that goes away, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy to have you here. Like all my closest friends in college in the US were Indians. You know, we would eat together, we would do everything together. It was so sad. None of us could go for each other's weddings in Pakistan or India because it's impossible to get visas. Yeah, it's like impossible.
From Pakistan to
India or India to Pakistan. Even though, even if you have foreign nationality, you have to declare if you have Pakistani nationality. So
why is these people are so the government?
Yeah, it's very intense. But coming back to my point, even if you ask Indians, they will say that Urdu is like the most beautiful language because it's actually the language that poetry is written in and stuff. So the Punjabi that you hear here, it's weird to me too. Like it's very like in your face, intense. It's also very fun. Like it's usually Punjabis are like the really like fun, like kind of, you know, and like loud, and like they love food, and they're like very expressive. I like always give the comparison of like they're the Romans of Italy, like, you know, like Rome. I felt like when I got to Rome, I was very like, oh, I feel like this is a very Punjabi place. You know, like everyone's like loud and obsessed with food and very open, and everyone's like very expressive. So those are the Punjabis, and then Urdu is like, so we have so many languages in Pakistan as well. Like we have like.
This is so crazy because I'm so into languages, man, and it's such a topic. I find it
so imagine that they're in India. This is how Pakistan was created. They took all these different all these different ethnicities. Well, I don't know if ethnicity is the right word, but like all these different. All these different ethnic groups that had different languages and different traditions and different ways of thinking. And they were like, okay, well, most of you guys are Muslims. And then also we want like whoever else is feeling like they're not being represented in India, like their sect or their ethnic group. All of you people in minority, we're putting you in Pakistan. So, and then they expected Pakistan to just have no problem. But imagine you're taking somebody from here, and you put them here to form a country, a government, a new identity. And we've really struggled with that because even Urdu now that I was saying that me in the city, I speak Urdu, that's not the case for, if I go to somewhere rural, they will not speak Urdu. So we will not even speak the same language, you know, which is crazy. We will have totally different traditions. Sometimes even different, even within Islam, because that's also like, you just think you put this Muslim, you put this Muslim label on it. No, within Islam also, we have so many different, the way it is with Christianity, right? You have Catholics, you have Protestants, you have all the different Mormons, I don't know, so many different groups, right? So it's the same with Muslims. Like we have so many different, we have like the Saudi Arabian Islam, then we have like the Iranian Islam, like Shiaism and Sunnism. So, and then there's so much more also sects within that. And a lot of them are actually so persecuted in Pakistan because they're not in the majority, even though they're Muslims and they have every right. Even if you're not Muslim, it was supposed to be Muslims and any other minority that feel that they're not represented can come live in Pakistan. But now, of course, how it happened, like you're gonna leave all these people to figure out all this shit on their own. The British got out of there. India hates us, you know.
Yeah, everywhere they went, they made a mess.
We were a bit abandoned as a child. Yeah, we didn't have good parenting, and now we only know how to act out, and we don't have our shit together.
Is that back because I know that in India you have people, I don't know if it's the north, they're light skin, and then the south are dark skin, or the opposite?
Yeah, it's the north that's generally lighter skin. Yeah.
But I've seen videos and pictures of people where I was like, oh man, they're so different, right? Different,
Yeah.
as you said, like
It's the same in Pakistan, and that's why also, like, you know, within our, even though we're all colored, right? Even within that, there's so much colorism and racism according to like light skin and dark skin. Like there's an entire industry that is thriving in Pakistan and India. There's a company called Fair and Lovely, and they just
man, don't say
yes, seriously, and it's like the #1 selling cream in India and Pakistan, and all the Bollywood celebrities and all the celebrities we have there, that's like our L'Oreal. Like they're all the faces of it, and they're like, they'll literally show commercials where it's like this girl, she's super sad, she's dark skin, she's crying. I swear to God, she's crying.
No,
somebody. Oh, let me give it out to you. Then they show that like there's like a family there that's come to see her with a proposal, like with a boy, and then they see her and they're like, no, and then she like starts crying and blah blah blah, and then like some random chick will come and be like, oh my God, you should try Fair and Lovely.
No man.
And then she puts Fair and Lovely.
Oh, this is so
and
right.
10 days later, the same family is back, or a different family, I don't know, and she comes out there with like her little like chai tray, and they look at her and they're like, oh, she's so fair, we like her, we'll take her, we'll like this one.
Oh, this sounds so sick, man.
It's so sick, and it's the #1 selling. It's a huge, and now they just had a huge protest against it and stuff to change the name, and they've changed it to something like, it was like Fair and Lovely, now it's like Beautiful and Lovely, but it's still the same fucking marketing with like, you only 10 days and you will have and you know what they put in these products, like bleach and shit, so people get sick from these products, but they put it. I got really passionate about this, but it's really fucked up, and it's so funny because I've had to unlearn this so much. But like I'm also obsessed with sunscreen just because like hello skin damage, but I'm also like always putting a lot of sunscreen, and my husband Thomas, and like Italians are the opposite. They don't wear any sunscreen, and they're like, I want to get as
well, depends which part of Italy.
Yeah, but in general,
people
like
from the north, they're light skinned.
But they want to tan, so they think that this is a myth. You will still get tan if you wear sunscreen. But so they don't wear any sunscreen, nothing, and they're just like complete opposite, where they're like roasting all day in the sun. And then with me, I was always a bit like, oh, I have to reapply my sunscreen. Okay, I've had enough like sun. And some of it, of course, was just like, I don't want to be in the sun the whole day. But a lot of it was also like, I had also internalized this whole thing because growing up, whenever I would go to the pool and stuff, my mom and my grandmother would always be telling me like, now you have to get out of the water because it's too long, you're going to get dark, you're going to get dark, you're going to get dark, you know? And it just, always like thinking about it, it's like it really gets ingrained in you, and I've had to like unlearn a lot of it. And you compare yourself to like all the pretty girls in the class were always like more fair skinned, and it's like just so crazy that within our own we are discriminated on the basis of our skin outside of our country, but then within our country as well, we're like, you're darker, you're this, you're that, you know. It's so fucked up. We're like fucking ourselves up.
But I think it comes from the British, from the colonial system.
So this is what I'm sure that some part of it is that, but I think that, I don't know, this is a good thing. I feel like I've looked into this, but I can't remember the details now. But I do think that it was also something maybe that went a bit further, and then maybe like definitely the colonizing had something to do with it. It's not at all not part of it. It definitely plays a big role because you were like, so many of the places like that the British built, like these clubs that they would go and hang out and all that.
Yeah.
There would be like signs outside that would say like no Indians, no dogs.
Yeah.
How are you gonna know that somebody's Indian? No Indians, no dogs.
But it's so wrong, man.
Yeah, and now
Guys, I mean, I'm sorry if you're from okay, nowadays people have nothing to do with what happened back then, yeah, but it's fucked up.
of course it's fucked up, and there's no look. We all have fucked up things in our country. I'm going to own up to whatever fucked up shit Pakistan does. There's no point in pretending and pretending that it doesn't. So everybody's got to own up to everything. How else are we going to move forward?
Yeah, definitely.
We all want to make. It's going to sound so cliche, but we all want to make the world a better place. But that starts with acknowledging what the fuck actually happened and how.
But
how
it's
it was
not, of course,
okay.
not only the British. I mean, the whole the
Of
club,
course.
the gang, the
The
European gang,
whole gang, yeah.
the European gang,
Our friend, the Dutchies are also in there.
Dutchies. I mean, you guys, you made some fucking shit around
And
the
it's
world.
still happening, right? So many of these places are still owned as British colonies, Dutch colonies,
French colony,
French colonies. Oh my God, let's not forget the Frenchies.
AKA.
And hello, modern day colonialism, imperialism. We've got the Americans who've got their fingers in quite a few pots.
Oh man,
The Chinese are putting their fingers everywhere.
America's have more than or around 800 military bases around the world. To
I
spread.
love how we got so political.
To spread what? Democracy, right?
Yeah, and like, look what's happening in their own country. Like, I mean,
Yeah, no, stuff it. This is the first.
what is democracy?
This is the first Spicy Honneys podcast. Political. I
Political.
love it.
Yeah, we gotta go political.
I like the stuff.
Yeah, there's no point in staying away from politics. It can still be fun to discuss. Let's go for the Serpiente Negra.
A little kick. Let's add a little kick to it.
Oh no, but I'm scared of this one because you were like, oh my God, Noor, this one's gonna
Well-
blow your top off.
Take a look at this.
Oh, it's a paste?
Take a look at this.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I want a paste. I said I'm a fan of hot sauces, not paste.
Man, because he said, the producer said that they started using this format because people would pour too much,
Oh,
go over
okay.
it. So he said, like, this format, you can better dose it. But take a look at this. It's so just beautiful,
It
man.
looks like toothpaste.
Looks like
could just brush your
toothpaste.
teeth with this?
Or
Yeah.
paint.
Paint. Paint with it. Don't brush your teeth with it. That would probably
You think it's gonna be
bad.
black?
Oh, good question.
What color is it gonna be?
I know I'm like,
No, it even has a
it's
seal.
like the real toothpaste. You have to like,
Sealed. Wow.
I think you use this and
Oh,
pierce
awesome.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
like a toothpaste.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
It is black.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a Serpiente Negra. I'm like,
Wow.
oh, I don't know. This is a bit.
I'm curious as hell.
I'm not so curious.
Yeah, come on, man. You could have
Oh, you know why it's black? Guess. What is sometimes has black in alioli?
tar?
No.
I forget it.
What makes alioli black sometimes?
Like olives?
No, calamari is a squid.
Oh.
Yeah, squid ink.
All right.
Failed the test.
Oh, this one has all 5 little flames.
Blueberries.
Wow.
Blueberries, black olives, onions, grapes, and dried plums, black garlic. Wow, squid ink. Carolina Reaper.
No, but it looks amazing, man. This is so cool. I'm gonna eat it just because of the color.
Okay, well, obviously I have to eat it too, so how are we doing this? With a fry? Just put it on the side and I'll just...
Okay.
I feel like my stomach is already preparing itself, like, what are you doing to me? Ooh.
What is this? It's the first time I've seen black hot sauce. Do you smell death? Noor, smell
I
death.
only smell the fries because it's like
Oh.
there, on next to the... I can't... I can smell the garlic.
Okay. Let's see if you would pass a chef's test. What else? What does you see? You have these TV shows, right? What else can you smell?
What else can you smell? Well, I can smell definitely garlic, and then it just smells like a sauce. Otherwise, I can't smell the spice. I think.
It's not so pungent.
I think it's like it's lying under the surface, like a serpiente.
Ah, man. Okay.
Okay.
So bread and cheese, fries.
I'm gonna go for a fry
Okay.
to start with.
I'm not gonna leave you alone, so.
Okay. Like that much. Just to see what. Oh, I'm scared. Okay, just to see what I'm dealing with. Bismillah. Okay. Let's go. Mmm.
It's tasty as hell.
It's really tasty.
It starts to burn already.
No. It's definitely burning, but wow, it's really tasty.
Ah, it burns.
Did you put it directly on your gums? Put it directly on the teeth so it doesn't like touch any of your. Although you're like a masochist, you probably want to make yourself suffer.
But it's tasty. It is tasty.
It's very tasty.
Hmm.
It's so tasty.
I want more of it.
Ooh. But it's hot. This is like actual proper.
Good as hot.
Like this will give me acid reflux. But it's so tasty.
It's so tasty. Because some sauces
Yeah,
are there's only heat.
I hate it when you can only just taste. I hate that in all food also. When they make it so spicy, it's like, are you trying to make a point? Like I can't taste anything else. You know, what do you want? You want me to enjoy this or just
Maybe they
go to the bathroom? Like
they
what's
want
the
you to go
reason?
to the bathroom.
Yeah, they just want me to go to the bathroom.
No.
I'm anyways going to the bathroom, so just give me a break. You know, I'm so freaking sensitive. Like, I really like this one. So good.
And lots of heat, but it's very tasty. It's
I
not.
think it's my favorite.
It came again that the Pakistani thing.
I think it's my favorite.
Yeah. But it
Maybe the spice activates my Pakistani accent.
activates your brain there, like the Pakistani accent. But do you when you speak? So you said you speak Urdu.
Urdu,
right?
yeah.
Not Punjabi.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Punjab or Punjabi?
Punjabi.
Punjabi. You don't speak Punjabi, speak Urdu, but can you understand Punjabi? Or just
Yeah,
Urdu first?
yeah, I can understand it.
Okay. It's more like an accent thing, or like.
No, it's a different accent and it's a different language, but it's like, I think it's derived from Urdu.
All right, so it's like
so there's
French
some
and
words and
Italian, or French or English and Dutch, or.
no, I think it's probably like Dutch and German maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah, I think it's probably similar like that. Yeah, that's a good example.
So how many languages do you speak?
Well, Punjabi I just understand because I grew up around it. My grandparents always spoke Punjabi, but I speak English. I speak Urdu. I am learning Spanish. I can fully understand Italian, so my husband and all of his people cannot say shit about me. I understand it. And when I'm drinking, I'm really good at Italian.
That's it. Yeah.
really good.
When you're drunk, you
Yeah.
speak
I'm
the
super
best.
good at it. And then I understand also a little bit of French because I studied French for a long time, but I found
Alright.
French very difficult.
Is that
I
right?
studied it all my life actually, but I always found it very difficult. And then I moved to Paris and nobody would let me practice my French because they're like, don't even try, you know?
Sure.
A little bit, yeah.
But we
so
normally
they would
hear
just respond to you
exactly
in
the opposite.
English.
They're like, oh, you must speak français.
So either they like, if they can speak English, like they would rather maybe that they speak, and this is Paris in particular that I've heard is like this, but they don't want you to butcher their language. So if they speak English and they'd rather not hear you like say your horrible French, they'll just respond to you in English. Or if they genuinely don't give a shit, they'll just be like, talk to you back in French, but not understand anything that you're saying back in French. So yeah.
I remember watching a movie back in the 80s. I was a kid, right? And there was this American dude who flies high school kid who flies to France, and back home in the States, he tries to learn like one phrase in French. And the phrase is, oh, I remember the name of the movie. It's Gotcha or something like that.
Gotcha.
I think it was
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, stupid college, high school American movie, right? But then the phrase that he would say was like, in French meant, I have a big pencil. Or something like I have a big j'ai un gros crayon or
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
You sounded very legit.
yeah, no, I told you I cheat well.
Yeah, you do actually. Even with the Dutch earlier. Yeah. Nice
Yeah.
touch.
Also,
I'm just trying them all again to like see what are my faves.
you'd not be able to after this one, you'd not be able
Yeah,
to
right.
feel the heat there.
But then now I'm just gonna go according
You
to
go
the
for
taste.
it, girl.
So definitely this one is my favorite, I think. I
Still
really
burning.
like,
I still haven't.
yeah, my tongue is like, but I think it's if you just put a little bit and you know it's really spicy, you can.
It was
handle it.
bearable. No, it's totally even. I mean, if you like heat and you don't wanna, you don't wanna faint. You faint in front of your friends. That's the one.
You know what was really intense was in the Hot Ones show. So I got the lineup, some of the lineup, the ones that I had a feeling that I would like and all that. I did not get the bomb insanity because everybody just says that that one's one of those that we were discussing that we hate, that they're just spicy and have no
Yeah.
taste. So I'm not interested in that. So I didn't get that. But then I got the last one in the lineup, which is the last dab, you know, where they put a little extra on the last wing.
Okay.
Really fucking spicy. I had a party at my house where because I told you Hot Ones is my favorite show. So I had a party at my house where I got all my friends. We made like chicken wings, but we didn't put any sauce on it. And then I had the lineup. And then I also brought some other sauces that are like my favorite hot sauces. Shout out to the Orange Buffalo in London, the Woof Woof sauce. If you're ever in London, you have to go to this place.
Man, I want to get in touch with all these people. I
You
want to have
have,
them here.
can you please? They sell their own hot sauce. I'm gonna link you guys up.
Yes.
You have to link. Like seriously, you have to get this sauce called the Woof Woof sauce. It's like at the party, everybody was like, "Where did you get this sauce?" Like this was insane.
Hey, Noor, I think we can.
Go into some partnerships together. I think I'm becoming a hot sauce influencer right now.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Damn.
Okay. Shout out to the Orange Buffalo in London, the Woof Woof sauce.
Maybe you really have this stuff.
And another hot sauce I really love is it's in the US. It's called the O Brothers Red Habanero. Whoa, so freaking good. O Brothers Organic Red Habanero, so freaking good. Anyway, so that was also included in my lineup. And then we had the thing, and I'm such a dork. Like I made like questions for all my friends, and like we had the different rounds. And like it was like a whole thing. So happy. And then we got to the last. I mean, it was progressively getting more and more spicy. And then we got to the last dab sauce, and I'll show you a video later. Everybody, and also we've been drinking a lot, so we were also getting a bit cocky, and we kind of forgot it, and we invited. And like actually, all the other sauces hadn't been crazy. They were like this level, more than this also, but like they weren't that level. Like that, I think that's 8 million Scovilles or
All
something.
right. Woo.
And we just were like, oh, and we get to the last one, and we're still talking, and we eat it, and everyone died. Like everybody had to get up off the table. I took an ice bucket out of the freezer. We had to put our tongues in the ice bucket. We were putting ice cubes on our tongues, and we were just like, when is it gonna go away? When is it gonna go away? It was really, really intense. Quite an experience.
This is crazy because sometimes I have some really strong hot sauces here, right? And sometimes, all right, the story goes, I bought one from Dr. Soy Sauce, right?
This is very yummy.
I bought one from Dr. Soy Sauce, like was a special edition hot sauce. I don't know how many millions Scoville, and I forgot. I forgot in the fridge.
Oh.
I forgot in the fridge for a couple of months because I had many sauce, about like, I don't know, 5, 7, 8, 10 different, I had 10 different types of sauce in my fridge. And I forgot that that little bottle was the strongest. I forgot it. Now one day I was running out of sauces and I was like, okay, all right, I also have a problem with my memory. I have to tell the truth, right? So I see this little bottle, and I'm like, I think that's the one that was so weak I didn't want to eat. So let me. Okay, I'm gonna eat this one now because I swear, man. And I was like, I started
That
running.
shit can kill you.
I started running in my apartment, back and forth, almost shouting. I was like,
Oh my god!
and my daughter was like, "What? What's going on,
Daddy?
What's going on?" And I was like, "Everything's
Are you
fine.
dying?
Everything's fine." I was like sweating. That was crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm
bad.
telling you, like it was like an out of body experience, and then it took like a good 10 minutes to stop running,
Huh.
and I think I numbed my tongue with the ice cube, and that's why I was able to stop feeling anything, and it was. Yeah, that's too spicy though, Like I can't enjoy that. It's too spicy.
And believe me, I mean the aftermath was also pretty heavy, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Pretty heavy, guys. You know?
I can imagine. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on this.
All right.
But all the other hot ones sauces,
say-
because they make that. That's good. That's good. They make their own sauces, right? Like that they have in the lineup.
This-
The hot ones.
You want a little bit more?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, no, I see what you're doing there. You want some good content. I will not give it to you. But all the other hot sauces from the hot ones, so fucking good. Like the Los Calientes, all of them. Like,
I haven't tried. No.
so freaking good. There's one that's like green and it's like full of cumin, and I love cumin because it's another very Pakistani ingredient. So good. All of their sauces from the hot ones were from their own brand, really, really good. Except for the last one, which is meant to be obviously very, very spicy.
But I like the sauces. I like them because they're gourmet sauces. You can really feel the different ingredients. You can taste them. I'm not only talking about the presentation, which is absolutely gorgeous, but the sauce is, you can feel the quality.
You can feel
high
the
quality
taste.
sauce.
Each one is very tasty.
Yeah,
Yeah, very, very tasty.
definitely.
Love this one because I think you can use this for so many different things.
No.
The one with the coriander. I like this one too. It's very particular. I like the habanero one too. I like this one. So I just tried this one again. I liked it. I'm gonna try this one again. I forgot. Also, by the way, I really like the combination of the goat cheese and this with that on top. Really good.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Do the.
I did.
I was like two.
What a great afternoon.
Awesome. Then Marco, they would probably say,
No!
yeah, no. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but one good thing we could do is every time you have a day off or
Oh yeah, just come into
No.
the studio,
Come
come
into
into
the
the hot
studio,
sauce, try
and
some new
then-
hot sauces. What a dream, man.
That's
What a
it. That's what I'm
dream.
saying. And we call people and we talk to them.
Oh, I'm down, man. This,
I'm the host or the co-host.
Yeah.
And we have people here and oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
Excuse me.
all right.
Please.
My bad.
Not too
Say
much.
stop.
Yeah, good. Okay, I'll make a little bit, just a little, that's it. Okay. Okay, cheers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
With the cheese.
I was amazing with it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
Approved.
What scared me the most is what I love in the end.
Oh yes. Awesome.
But we knew it would be good because when we came in here, me and you just went off on
connected,
our hot
right? We're
sauces.
yes, let's talk about this. I think we should definitely do it. Okay. Well, let's see.
We'll see. Otherwise, we do it another time.
For
whatever.
sure. It was really a pleasure Having you here was really cool.
The pleasure was actually all mine because I got to do what I love to do.
Awesome.
Eat fries with hot sauce and talk about politics.
Man, but there's so much stuff to talk about.
So much
I feel
stuff.
like we could be here like for 5, 6, 7 hours talking and talk. So it's cool to leave it for the next time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
More stuff.
I love telling stories. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Pleasure's
Bye.
all mine.
See you soon.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.